100m Showdown Fire, Jefferson Wooden and Seville dominate Day 2 of World Athletics Championships. Lightning in Tokyo. Day 2 of the 2025 World Athletics Championships in Tokyo was always billed as one of the most anticipated nights in recent history. The 100 meters, the blue ribbon event, the heartbeat of sprinting, was on the schedule, and the eyes of the world were glued to the track. Would it be the American powerhouse Melissa Jefferson Wooden, whose 2024 season had announced her as a once-in-a-generation talent? Would it be Jamaica's Oblique Seville, the latest in a long line of sprint kings from the Caribbean? Or would a dark horse rise to shock the world? When the dust finally settled, the night belonged to Jefferson Wooden and Seville. They didn't just win. They dominated. The build-up to the showdown. The atmosphere in Tokyo was feverish. The stadium thrummed with anticipation, every seat filled, every cheer echoing into the warm summer night. Sprinting legends, Usain Bolt, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, Carl Lewis, had all made the 100m the crown jewel of athletics. Fans knew history was about to be written again. Melissa Jefferson Wooden arrived as the American sprint queen, fresh off record-breaking runs earlier in the season. Her combination of bullet starts and fierce top-end speed had demolished fields across the Diamond League circuit. She wasn't just running to win, she was running to dominate. Oblique Seville, on the men's side, carried the torch of Jamaica's sprinting dynasty. With Usain Bolt retired and Yohan Blake gone, the Caribbean island needed a new champion. Seville's smooth stride and explosive finish made him the chosen one. Tokyo was his chance to silence doubters and step into greatness. The women's 100-meter, Jefferson Wooden ascends. The women's final saw a stacked field: Dina Asher-Smith from Britain, Shericka Jackson of Jamaica, Sha'Carri Richardson looking to redeem herself, and of course, Jefferson Wooden. As the runners crouched into the blocks, silence descended. The tension was so thick you could feel it in the air. On your marks. Set. The gun fired. Jefferson Wooden exploded out of the blocks like a bullet, instantly taking a half-step lead. Her reaction time was near perfect, 0.103 seconds. Sha'Carri Richardson chased furiously, but Jefferson Wooden's drive phase was flawless. By 60 meters, the gap widened. Her arms pumped like pistons, her stride mechanics perfect. Shericka Jackson tried to surge late, but the American was untouchable. 10.63 seconds. A new championship record. A statement to the world. Jefferson Wooden crossed the line, arms raised, face radiant with triumph. The roar of the crowd was deafening. America had found its new sprint queen. Sha'Carri Richardson collapsed in disbelief at second place, while Shericka Jackson settled for bronze. But all eyes were on Jefferson Wooden. She had delivered not just a victory, but an emphatic performance that redefined the women's 100-meter landscape. The men's 100-meter, Seville's coronation. The men's field was no less dramatic. Oblique Seville faced challenges from Noah Lyles of the USA, Ferdinando Manuela of Kenya, and Italy's Olympic champion Marcel Jacobs. The diversity of styles, Lyles' explosive speed, Manuela's power, Jacobs' technical mastery, set the stage for a thriller. The gun fired, and Seville was electric. His start was crisp, his drive powerful, his body balanced. Manuela tried to muscle ahead, while Lyles unleashed his famous late acceleration. But Seville had found another gear. By 80 meters, it was over. His long, fluid strides carried him clear of the field. He crossed the line in 9.77 seconds, a personal best and the fastest time of the year. The stadium erupted. Jamaica had a new king. Noah Lyles claimed silver, gracious in defeat, while Manuela settled for bronze. Seville, draped in the Jamaican flag, bowed to the crowd. His smile said it all. He had stepped out of Bolt's shadow and into his own legacy. "This is for Jamaica," he declared. "The tradition continues. The crown is ours." A night of dual dominance. To witness Jefferson Wooden and Seville win on the same night was to witness history. America and Jamaica, two sprinting superpowers, had produced champions who embodied the essence of speed. The symbolism was powerful. In Jefferson Wooden, fans saw the fiery determination of Florence Griffith Joyner and the raw competitiveness of Carmelita Jeter. In Seville, they saw echoes of Bolt's dominance and Asapha Powell's elegance. Breaking down the performances, analysts spent hours dissecting their races. Jefferson Wooden, her start was flawless, reaction time near robotic precision. Her ability to maintain form under pressure set her apart. At top speed, she looked like a blur. Seville, his acceleration phase was textbook, his stride length optimal. What impressed experts most was his composure. He never looked rushed, only in control. Biomechanics experts concluded both athletes had reached levels rarely seen in sprinting history. Chapter 6. Rivals Left Behind. For the defeated, there was heartbreak but also respect. Sha'Carri Richardson admitted, "Melissa was on another level tonight." Noah Lyles, ever the showman, praised Seville. "He earned it. That was his night." Shericka Jackson vowed to return stronger. "You can't break a Jamaican spirit." These rivalries would only fuel future battles, ensuring sprinting remained the sport's most dramatic theater. The global impact. Across the globe, the victories reverberated. In the U.S., Jefferson Wooden's win sparked celebrations, with media hailing her as the new face of American athletics. In Jamaica, Seville's triumph triggered street parties reminiscent of Bolt's golden era. In Kenya, Omanyala's bronze was celebrated as another step forward in sprinting diversity. Beyond the track, the human stories. What made the night so special was not just the times but the stories behind the champions. Melissa Jefferson Wooden, once doubted, she fought through injuries and criticism, transforming herself into a champion through sheer discipline. Oblique Seville, a quiet personality, often overshadowed, he had waited patiently for his moment. In Tokyo, he seized it with both hands. The legacy of Day 2. Historians of sport will mark Day 2 of Tokyo 2025 as a turning point. It wasn't just about who won, but about what it meant. For Jefferson Wooden, the beginning of an era where she could dominate women's sprinting. For Seville, proof that Jamaica's sprinting dynasty was alive and well. Together, they reminded the world why the 100m is the purest, most electrifying event in athletics. Looking ahead, as the championships continued, all eyes turned to the 200m, the relays, and the battles yet to come. Could Jefferson Wooden double up? Could Seville anchor Jamaica to relay gold? A night to remember. Day 2 of the 2025 World Athletics Championships was more than just sport. It was a spectacle of speed, courage, and history in motion. Melissa Jefferson Wooden and Oblique Seville didn't just win gold. They defined the night, stamped their authority on the sport, and gave fans memories to last a lifetime. For Jefferson Wooden, it was heartbreak turned into glory. For Seville, it was the passing of the torch. For the world, it was a reminder that in 10 seconds, or less, history can be made. The 100m Showdown in Tokyo was not just a race. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share. Till next time.